All right, let's talk about this Red Sox team, Lou Merloni, because they have been the hottest team in baseball. Yes, they cooled off the last couple of days, but I'll tell you, what a run they've been on, huh?
Yeah, it's been remarkable. I think the first 2.5 months, we sort of looked at it and said, maybe it's just not in the cards for this team. They couldn't win at home. They couldn't score runs. All of a sudden, they flipped that. They came back after that Colorado trip. They've been on fire. They've been swinging the bats much better, and that's been a big part of the last couple of games here against the A's. They really didn't swing it well. They tried to manufacture some runs, but they ended up dropping this series. First time in what, nine consecutive
Nine,
series in a row they
yeah.
won. But that's what it always hurts when like Whitlock goes up there, gives up a run, Chapman gives up a run, you lose a ball game. It's going to happen. It's baseball, but it's still a really good team.
You mentioned Chapman. We're so used to him just being automatic and getting
Yeah.
it done time after time after time. I don't even know how he lives up to his own reputation because the guy's not going to be perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. And lately he hasn't been, right? There hasn't been too many of those 1, 2, 3 dominant outings from him. But he's such a professional. Like tonight, it just didn't work out. Whitlock's the other one. Whitlock has been absolutely nails. He gives up a run in the eighth inning. So it's one of those games, but you still feel pretty good about those guys in the back end with Guerrero. Miller started this game here, but another high leverage guy in the back of that pen.
Is it time to take the interim label off of Chad Tracy?
Yes. Yeah. And I don't know, maybe is it superstition? Is it like sort of the team's been playing so well, we don't want to mess with anything? I know Trace doesn't really talk about it. And I
Uh-huh.
think it's just sort of like, hey, I'm worried about winning this ball game today. That's stuff I can't control, which I think is a good thing, good quality. But yeah, I mean, it's this guy right now is in a running for manager of the year, maybe leading it. I think it might be time.
That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Would
Yeah,
you say the Red Sox have the best bullpen in baseball?
I do. Yeah, the deepest. They just have so many guys out there that you can shorten a game. 4 2/3 from a starter, you can put it together. It's just now you're in a spot where because of that latest run where you don't want to abuse guys,
Yeah.
and go full tilt and not have these guys in September, hopefully in October. So the next couple of weeks will be difficult with all these games in a row. But yeah,
Mhm.
their bullpen's been fantastic.
Caleb Durbin, a guy that got off to a horrific start,
Yeah,
but Tracy was patient with him, right? Patient with him.
yeah.
And all of a sudden, the guy's been lights out.
He's really the poster child for the turnaround. The toughness. This guy comes in. It's not Rafi Devers at third. It's not Alex Bregman at third. People in Boston are screaming and yelling about, okay, we'll see him, but he better be good. That's kind of the feeling. And for the
Yeah.
first couple of months, he's hitting 163. He never stopped playing defense. He never stopped working. And now he's kind of turned into this fan favorite and the poster child of the turnaround. Look at this toughness, this grit that he brings to this team. He's been really good.
When you look at the turnaround, what has been the biggest surprise in your eyes?
Wow, biggest surprise, probably the offense,
Mm-hmm.
because they become very versatile. They're hitting home runs. I think they're still leading the American League of Baseball with home runs after this All-Star break. So that was the thump kind of came out of nowhere. We didn't really think they had it. But yet on a night when they don't swing it, they could play small ball and still be able to score runs. Probably the up and down the lineup, Steve, the quality of the at bat, right? I think has been very, very good. Extending innings, finding different ways, but the versatility of this offense and being able to score runs has been all the difference.
Do you like what they did at the trade deadline?
Yeah, I did. I think, and that's the other thing too with Adley. Like, this time of year, it's tough in August, mentally,
Right.
physically, and this little emotional bump you're about to get here, whether it's up in Toronto or up in Pittsburgh, with adding a guy like Adley Rushman, you take your catcher from hitting ninth to hitting fifth, and it makes a
Wow.
big difference,
Wow.
in your lineup. So, and I like Miller too out in the bullpen. I think he's a wipeout lefty guy that can really help you late in innings. So they did a nice job, I think, at the deadline. I'm not one to worry about who they gave up. I only worry about improving this team.
Do they have enough to win it all, Lou?
I think they have enough to win the American League. We know who's waiting for you on the other side, right? The Dodgers. It comes down to health. Even last year we talked about we're losing to the Yankees in the wild card. Well, you had one starter, right? And Crochet, Giolito got hurt. Roman Anthony got hurt.
Mhm.
Romy Gonzalez was hurt. He was one of your better hitters. So Abreu was coming back. He wasn't ready. So if you're healthy, if this group is healthy, along with some of the additions that may be coming back, yeah, I think they can take the American League.
Is it almost like what they don't know that they don't know? And what I mean by that is like, here's the thing. This team comes out of nowhere. They don't care who they're playing. You mentioned the
Yeah.
Dodgers. They swept the Dodgers.
Yeah.
No team scares them.
No, and that's a good part, right? There's some of the young guys, but some of the guys got a taste of it last year, like down the stretch, important games. You know, your outfield, Rafael Duran and Abreu, and Contreras has been in this league a long time. Durbin with the Brewers was in the postseason as well. So, yeah, they're a confident group. You know, especially when on that run, it didn't really matter who they played. They still are, even though you dropped a couple here. They know why. You know, the offense wasn't clicking, but they hopefully figure it out north of the border here in Toronto.
All right, man, go get them. It's been fun listening to you, as always. And what a turnaround this baseball team has made, and people have caught fire. I mean,
Yeah.
they're catching on. The fan base being at Fenway Park, it's electric again.
Yeah, we got a summer again with the Red Sox, so that's enjoyable. And always great talking to you, Steve.
You too, my friend.
Okay, bud.
Thank you.